He had spent 40 years chasing numbers. Every month, every salary, every investment was calculated with precision. Yet when he sat in his quiet house after retirement, surrounded by things but no excitement, he whispered to himself, "I worked so hard to earn this money, but I never learned how to spend it." That is the tragedy of our times. We live in a world where people know how to earn, save, and invest, but not how to spend. And Morgan Housel, the author of The Psychology of Money, has now turned his wisdom toward this forgotten side of life. In his new book, The Art of Spending Money, he reminds us that money is not just a tool for survival. It is a mirror reflecting who we are inside. The silent misunderstanding. Most of us think the purpose of money is comfort. But Housel begins with a deeper truth. Money is not just meant to buy things, it's meant to buy meaning. We often spend to impress others. We buy what we don't need, to prove something we don't feel. We scroll through social media, measuring our worth against the curated lives of strangers. And in the process, we forget that the true purpose of money is to serve life, not to rule it. Housel says, we confuse admiration with envy, comfort with excess, and utility with status. The problem isn't that we don't have enough, it's that we don't know what enough means anymore. Why we spend the wrong way. The human mind has always been wired for survival, not satisfaction. Thousands of years ago, gathering more meant safety. Today, it means clutter. Our instincts haven't evolved as fast as our bank accounts. So, we chase upgrades, a better phone, a bigger car, a larger house. We think happiness lives in the next purchase. But the truth is, happiness is a moving target, and every time you hit it, it quietly moves again. Housel explains that the way we spend is not about logic, it's about identity. If you feel insecure, you spend to look successful. If you feel unseen, you spend to be noticed. If you feel empty, you spend to fill the silence. And yet, after all the spending, the emptiness often grows louder. The invisible currency of peace, peace of mind. That's the rarest luxury on earth. But unlike cars or gold, it can't be bought directly. Housel says, the highest return on investment is peace. It's the joy of knowing your bills are paid, your time is your own, and your happiness isn't dependent on anyone's approval. He writes that money can buy peace, but only when we spend it on things that reduce anxiety, not increase it. A reliable car is peace. A healthy home is peace. Time to rest, freedom to say no, freedom to think. That's the real richness of life. You don't need millions to have it. You just need clarity about what truly matters to you. The 5 simple choices for a richer life. Housel's philosophy can be seen through 5 timeless lessons, the simple choices for a richer life. 1. Spend to gain peace, not status. Every dollar you spend either buys peace or noise. The problem is, most people don't notice which one they're choosing. Ask yourself, does this purchase make my life quieter or louder? Peace, not applause, is the real luxury. 2. Satisfaction is greater than accumulation. Having more won't make you happy if you can't enjoy what you already have. Housel reminds us, you can either enjoy tomorrow as money if you don't know how to enjoy today as moment. 3. Know what's enough. Enough is a moving line, unless you draw it yourself. The richest people aren't those who have the most. They are those who need the least. 4. Spend on experiences, not possessions. Things fade, memories don't. The dinner with your parents, the road trip with your children, the moment of laughter with a friend. Those are dividends that never stop paying. 5. Expectations matter more than income. You can make twice as much as someone else and still feel poor if your expectations rise faster than your reality. Housel calls this the expectation trap. The key to wealth is not earning more, but wanting less. The hidden cost of impressing others. We often spend to be admired, but admiration is not affection, and applause doesn't last. Morgan tells us that money used for status is a mirror turned outward. It reflects others' opinions, not your own values. Real wealth is quiet. Fake wealth is loud. A man once bought a luxury car hoping people would notice him. They did. But what they actually admired was the car, not the man. That's the paradox of status. You think you're buying attention, but you're really renting it. Money as a mirror. The way you spend reveals what you believe about yourself. Generous people see abundance. Fearful people see scarcity. Insecure people see competition. Money, in truth, doesn't change you. It amplifies you. If you are kind, you'll use it to help. If you are lost, you'll use it to hide. Housel says, doing well with money has little to do with spreadsheets and everything to do with self-awareness. The art of spending money begins not in your wallet, but in your mind. The true return on investment. The most valuable things money can buy are invisible: peace, time, freedom, health, and meaningful relationships. These are not luxuries, they are necessities. And when you start spending your money to protect these, you begin to live richly, even if your bank account hasn't changed. Housel writes, "The goal isn't to be rich, it's to live richly." That's a shift from numbers to meaning, from net worth to life worth. The quiet kind of wealth. So, the next time you open your wallet, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, will this make my life fuller or just heavier? Because the truth is simple. Wealth is not what you keep. It's what you feel when you no longer need to prove anything. That is the true art of spending money.